Assalamu alaikum. My name is Asma and I'm your librarian at Rabdan Academy. Today I'm going to talk to you about citation and plagiarism. So what does citation mean, and why do we cite, and how do we cite, and where we can find citations? This is what we are going to learn today. I'm sharing here on the screen a presentation which is going to be shared to you also in Moodle. What is citation? Now, a citation is how you are going to tell whoever is going to read your paper that certain information or material you used in your work came from another source. And it also tells the reader that the information necessary to find the source again. So if I'm a reader and I'm reading your paper, if I go to the reference list at the end of the paper, I can find the sources you used to write your paper. This information is usually, all of them, there are, of course, many different citation styles, but they all have the same information, which is the author, the title of the work, the name and location of the company that published the work, the date it was published, and page numbers. Some other citation styles might add a volume number, issue number. They might add the link to the actual document or resource. So these all citations, no matter what the style is, APA, Chicago, MLA, anything, they all have those basic information. Now, if you say, you might ask a question, okay, how do I know that when to cite and what to cite? How can I tell? Should I cite this or I don't need to cite that? Now, there are 3 rules and we call them the golden rules. If you don't know the information you're going to use needs to be cited or not, just cite it. You will not lose anything. If the cite in your paragraphs and your bibliography, this is how you need to add it. Just cite in the paragraph and in the bibliography or reference list to save yourself from being accused of stealing information from other works. Always cover yourself. So save your sources and share them. When you search for articles to write your paper, sometimes you're not sure if you're going to use that source or not. You might use just a little bit of it. You might just read it. And if you're not sure, just save them. Save these sources, create a citation list, because you might use them and you might not find them if you did not save them. So these are the 3 golden rules that we recommend each and every person who does research or write, or students does assignments and write papers to do. Now, there is sometimes a confusion between a bibliography and a reference list. So what is a bibliography and what is a reference list, and what is the difference between those two? A bibliography is a list of all the sources you have used, whether they are referenced or not. In the process of researching your paper in general, a bibliography should include the author name, title, the name and location of the company that published the work, the date your copies were published, and the page numbers. And you can see in the slide there is an example of what a bibliography is. The reference list is the works cited or references list is only comprised of references to those items you actually cited in the paper. So in the bibliography, you might list some references. You just read took some information for your own purpose. You did not copy, or you did not take any information. Of course, you should not copy. You did not take the idea, you did not take anything actually and put it in the text. This is just a bibliography. But if you actually cited these references in the paper, then it's a reference list. Now, before we move on to how to cite and where to find the citations, I just want to mention one thing. Just like we said, if you're in doubt of whether you're going to use this source or not, just cite. Just save the citation. And what do we cite? We cite any idea that we took, photo, image, paragraph, definition, map, photo, anything we take, even a website. If we took information from a website, all these things need to be cited in my work. Everything you do, all these. What you don't need to cite is general knowledge information. Like, for example, if I say, okay, the sky is blue, the earth is round, these sentences does not need to be cited because they are general knowledge everybody knows about. So you don't need to cite such information. Now, let's move on to how do we cite and where to find citations. Now, if you're writing a paper, you should refer to resources or read articles or books or ebooks that are considered academic and peer-reviewed, or scholarly publications. You cannot just go and search Google and take information from there, because we all know that Google does not generally have reliable information. So if I'm doing research, I'm writing a paper, I'm doing my assignment, I need to refer to resources, I need to go to reliable resources such as databases. And Rabdan Academy Library have subscription to databases that contains a lot of information that you can use in your work. So this is that you see, you go to the library webpage, which is the link. You can see it on the slide here. And if you're just logging in and for the first time, you need to write down your, you need to log in using your organizational account, which is Rabdan Academy / and your ID. Do not add at ra.ac.ae. It's not needed. If you do that, you will not be able to log in. So just add your number. And then you put your usual RA password. And I'm going to show you the slides, and I'm going to go live and show you how to do a citation actually in the database. Here in the slides, I gave you a step-by-step on how to and where to go and what to do. So these will be useful for you if you just forgot and you don't know how to. This is how you do that. and this another slide that explains to you. But now I'm going to show you live. Here, if I want to search, I will go to say communication skills, or just communication, and I'm going to search our databases. And this is the page because today I'm logging in for the first time. It told me to please sign in with your organizational account, and this is how we do it. I just wrote down my username and I added my password, and then I click on sign in, and it will direct me to the searching page of the database. Now, if you forgot these steps, just like I said, the presentation will be available to you and the recording is available to you, and you can ask us for help anytime you like. And again, I will show you at the end of the video how you can contact us, and we can help you if you have any question or need more help. Now it's directing us to the EBSCO Information Services database, and this is where I'm searching all the resources. Now, here I got the results, of course, and the results, just like we explained in previous videos on how to search databases. You see, you will get the results: ebooks, periodicals, videos. You will have many other resources related to your search topic, and you can find them here. So this is where you need to look at if you're looking for articles. Here you go to academic journals. You don't read newspapers and magazines. Here you can read them, but it's for your own information. Now, if I want to go to any academic journal, I will refresh my search. I don't need to find an ebook now. Of course, you can cite any resource in the database. Any resource you click on in the database, you can cite. Here, you have the results for all the academic articles from academic journals. And as you can see here, if you look at the title, and there's the subject, some subject keywords here that might give you an idea of what the article is about, and it depends on what the topic you're looking for, what is the actual information you're looking for. You can here click on the magnifier icon and you can check the abstract. If you think that this article is good for you, you don't even have to click on the title or the full PDF full text. And if you're not sure you're going to use it or not, you just go through these and you say, okay, I might use this one, I might use this one. The title sounds good, the abstract seems good, but you don't have time now to read it, so you can choose and click on this icon here, Cite. It will open the citation page for you. And here you can go to APA and just copy and paste this. So this is your citation. And you save it on a Word document somewhere, and you can go back to it. The other citation style which you might be using is the Chicago Humanities, and again, you just copy and paste it in your paper and save it. And here you see, here it says APA references, APA Chicago Humanities, bibliography, and so on. If you need more information on APA citation style, you need more details, or you have other resources that you could not find the citation for and you need to do it manually, you just go here and click on APA, and you will see a guide for different ways to cite your sources. If it's a book chapter, newspaper article, it's a conference paper, it's a website. If you took some information from websites, you will find the citation here. This is for your own information. And here you can find more details about APA citation. You can read it, you can go through it, and you can, of course, you have access to it anytime. And again, for the Chicago, the same. You just click on this and it will take you to a page where you find a citation for different resources. And you can do the citation yourself. It's guiding you on how to write the citation. Now, if I am sure that okay, let's ask the question in a different way. Now this is just from not clicking anywhere. The citation tool is here. Now, if I want to go inside the article, where can I find the citation button? Here on the side, you see Cite. You just click on it, and you will find again all the citation styles that you need, which is the Chicago Humanities and the APA. This is how we do the citation from database. Now, if my search was not journal articles, if I'm looking for other resources, how the citation is going to look like. If it's a conference material, or I'm going to choose maps. Let's say I'm refining my search to get only conference materials and maps. Conference materials were published in academic journals. Okay, I don't need this one. Let me take it out. So, this is a conference paper. This is a conference paper. How am I going to cite? It's the same thing. You will find the citation button here. You click on it, and it will upload for you the citation styles that come with it, and you copy and paste in your paper. This is APA, this is the Chicago Humanities. And if you see here the different citation styles, they are all having the same information. The title of the work, sometimes a link, sometimes date, sometimes they take something out, they put something extra. They all have basically the same information, but it's the difference is in the way they rearrange that information in each citation style. And if I click on any of those, and you will see again here the citation button, you click on it and you copy and paste the citation in your paper or in your work. If I go and check, okay, what about the maps? I'm just giving you examples of each one of those and how do we do. Again, you will see that the citation button is here, and if you click on the actual source or the map, Again, it will appear on the side here and you can cite it. This is how we find resources and how we find the citation in databases. If you search the internet or if you search Google, you will not be able to cite the resource. You have to go to another citing tool or citation tool to help you in finding the right citation for your paper. But searching databases, you can find any kind of information from magazines, journals. You can go to videos, to maps, patents, even audio recordings, any kind of electronic resource. You just go there and find whatever you need. And the information in the database is reliable, and you have the choice of choosing academic and scholarly information. Now, let's go back and see, okay, why do I cite? Why am I doing all this? Why do I have to go to the database and copy the citation link and do all that? Now, there is what we call is plagiarism. So what is plagiarism? Is using other people's ideas, opinions, words, photos, videos, any information without referring to the source of that information. So if I was doing an interview with someone, I'm doing a research and I'm doing an interview, I use what this person was telling me during the interview, and I do not refer what I'm saying to him or her. This means I took the information from that person and I'm saying that this is my information, which is not right. This is stealing other people's information. And this is what we call plagiarism. So when a student go to a book or to an article, they copy a text from this article, paste it in your paper, in the paper, and they don't refer to the resource they took this paragraph from, this is plagiarism. This is stealing information. So what you should not do, use ideas, opinions, formulas, photos, graphics of others without acknowledgement. You have to say from where did you get the information. Copy and paste word by word other people's work without reference or quotation. Quotation is you put the paragraph between two quotation marks and you write the name of the person and the year. You should not use a text from any other resource without paraphrasing the work. Paraphrase other people's works, ideas without a reference. Sometimes you say, okay, I will take this paragraph or this page or this chapter, and you just change the sentences, you take some out, you put some, you put one up, one down, you just rearrange the lines. This is not paraphrasing. Still, you are using the same text, but in different way of organization of the information. In paraphrasing, what you need to do is use your own words to write the same text. Now, paraphrasing, just like we mentioned now, is using your own words to express someone else's message or idea. In a paraphrase, the ideas and meaning of the original source must be maintained. If you took an idea from someone, you cannot change that idea. If you changed it, then it's not that person's idea. It's something else. You should maintain the idea, but you explain that idea in your own words. The main ideas need to come through, but the wording has to be your own. Some students, which they ask me the same question all the time, like, my English is not that good. How am I going to write in my own words? Well, don't be afraid. Just use your own simple words to explain an idea. And you can always get your help from the professors, the faculty. You can come to the library. You can go and find someone to help you with your language. You can write and your own words. Use your own words in writing. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, because everybody does. Your teacher will correct it for you. And you will update and edit, and then you will find the result will be really good. So don't be afraid of using your own words. Now, in paraphrasing, what do? We read the original source more than once. If I found one page or one article or one paragraph and I think it's really good, I want to use it in my paper, I read it more than once. Try to understand what this article is talking about, or what this paragraph is explaining, and I try to write the same with using my own words. Look for unfamiliar words or sentences and try to express the idea using your expressions. Now, you need sometimes to go, if there are complicated words that you did not understand, you didn't know the meaning of the word, try to go to a dictionary, to a reference resource. Try to understand the meaning of the word. If there is another word that has a different word but has the same meaning or can give the same meaning, try to use that other word and rephrase the question, the sentence in your own words. Keep checking and comparing with the original source. If it's still, you see that the paragraph is still exactly the same, or not many changes you did, try to do it again. Try to go through and edit and write it again. And one last tip I tell you, please just save all the sources that you will be using and taking information from. Even if you're not sure that you're going to use it, just save the site. Every source you are going to use or not use, or you think you might use, just cite every source. And include chapters and the page numbers. Don't forget to do that. Because if you're using a chapter or a book, also you need to refer to. And you need to refer to the paragraph or the information that you took from that exact chapter. So you need to cite both. This is what we have for today for citation and plagiarism. If you have any questions, if you didn't know or forgot some information, you can send us an email by going through the online forms from the library webpage, and you can submit your question here and we will get back to you as soon as we receive your question. And don't be afraid, we're always there for you. The library team will help you even during the weekends, or if you have an assignment you need help with, just please email us and submit your research question here online. And don't hesitate to ask, because there's nothing wrong with asking, and we are all here to help you succeed in your studies. And because Ramadan is going to be tomorrow, so I'm going to tell you Ramadan Mubarak. ينعاد عليكم بالخير والصحة والسعادة إن شاء الله. Thank you very much for attending, and see you in next class. Goodbye.